Hi everybody, this is Cheryl. I'm just here a few minutes early to greet you, and hopefully if you're starting to sign in, you're going to get to join or watch tonight our Pilates mat series, our Thursday night. So we're going to sit and just get ready. If you're here early, grab a small towel if you didn't see the early notice, and a ball. If you don't have either, it's perfectly fine. You don't need to have anything. In just a minute, we'll greet everybody and get started. I hope everybody is enjoying this beautiful weather in the spring. And if you're already here, make sure you have a little water because you might want it. It's a little bit humid. I'm going to grab a sip as we get ready to get started. Hi. All right, we're getting ready to get started. This is Cheryl. I'm from the JCA. I'm a group fitness instructor and a mat Pilates and reformer instructor. And I am so glad that you're here to join us tonight. If you weren't able to see us live, hopefully you can check back later or even retake the class. Hi, everybody. All right, I'm glad everybody is doing well, and I'm hoping you're enjoying this spring weather. Tonight, we're going to really focus on lumbo-pelvic stability, some core strength, and I'm going to add some upper body mobility and strength to our workout tonight. If you just joined, a small hand towel or a small ball or both, if you want. If you don't want either, it's perfectly fine. I will offer modifications throughout the warm-up and throughout the workout in our class. So let's sit. We're going to start by some nice breathing. Cross your legs and get nice and tall. Stacking the ribs right over the hips. And just take a moment to see if you can find your sit bones. They're right underneath you, just to help you find an anchor in your pelvis, but also help you find that tall posture. We're going to take a nice deep breath and roll the shoulders down and back. Without our spine moving or the ribs flaring, just finding those shoulder blades waking up and moving for us. If you've been working from home or just doing a lot of just errands or things around your house, projects I call them, we need to open ourselves up because I think we're sitting quite a bit more than we're used to. Take a nice deep breath in, take those arms up, take them out, and inhale as you reach up. Now from here, look straight ahead. You don't want to look at the ceiling, but imagine that you're reaching for a rope. And then reach for the other rope. And you have two of them as you start to climb up. Feeling the stretch from your hips all the way to the hands as you pull and wake up the lateral side of the body. Good. Just one more set. Incorporate your breathing. And then bring both arms down by your side. Take one arm down. Take your right arm up. And with the left elbow, just let it bend as you reach the right one over. Finding the stretch from the armpit to the hip. Inhale, come back up. And go back over. Just incorporate whatever breath pattern feels comfortable for you this evening. Breathe. I love to inhale as I flex over because I can feel my ribs expand and feel those intercostals opening up for me. Inhale, but if you prefer exhaling, you go right ahead. I'm glad you're here moving with me tonight. Last one, hold it, and let's place the hands right over the hands. And nice and tall, rotate towards the corner of one knee. Breathe as you come forward and breathe as you rotate towards the other knee. We need to wake up the ribs and do some rotation in our warm-up. So breathe, whichever breath pattern you like, breathe, and back to the center. Find yourself spiraling the ribs. Keeping the pelvis quiet. Breathe. Last one. And take a nice deep breath in. Take your hands up, and I want you just to round the spine and relax the shoulders. Inhale, lift the arms and lift the heart. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, lift the heart. One more time. Exhale, round forward. And inhale, bring those arms all the way down. If you're just joining me, welcome. And we've just did a little bit of mobility and breathing, and we're going to finish the warm-up on our backs. So jump on in, turn and face whichever direction on your mat you want. Extend your legs all the way out, reach your arms up. Take your pubic bone towards your belly button, and I want you to slowly, slowly come all the way down. Take your hands down by your side, take your feet to the floor, knees towards the ceiling. Finding neutral spine. One hand slides under the low back. The ribs should be quiet and the spine quiet. And your pelvis is nice and quiet. And you keep that there as we reach the arms up and lower the arms straight down. You can feel the shoulder blades and the arms start to move as you start to incorporate your breath. As you find the stability that you're looking for, let those arms float back. They can start to float as long as the spine doesn't arch or move on you. And then breathe as you bring those arms back, forward. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale as the arms come down to your mat. 1 more time. We're going to inhale. Don't arch that spine and keep the arms right over the chest. We're going to prepare the low abdominals for some work. So we're going to inhale and exhale. Lift head, neck, and shoulder as you go into a chest lift. Your eye gaze falls to the top of the knees. You don't want to look at the belly. But the pelvis is nice and anchored. You have not lost the stability tonight. Inhale, come back down. Take a nice deep breath and exhale as you curl up. Let's wake up those low abdominals. Inhale back. Exhale, curl up. Be sure that you are incorporating your breath in these abdominal lifts. Curl. Inhale, I would like 4 more. And you're like, sure, 4 more. As we prepare for our 100 in just a moment. 2 more. Take a breath, exhale, inhale, and 1 more, and I want you to hold it up. Lift 1 leg at a time into tabletop. Keeping the legs quiet, let's go and give me 2 more abdominal curls. Exhale. Inhale back. Again, keeping the spine quiet, hold it here. Now the 100 was where Joe started the work to warm you up. The legs can stay in tabletop for your modification. The second level of modification, legs straight, or if you want the full work, go down 45 degrees. Legs can be parallel or turned out. Begin to pump. Inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. We do 10 sets. Keep that breath going. And inhale 5, exhale. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more sets. Three more. Keep the pump going. Your eye gaze is right about the knees. You have 1 more set. And blow the air out. Hold it up. Bend the knees. Curl all the way down. Drop 1 leg down at a time. Reach. Keep the legs parallel and the arms reaching long as you open up the collarbone. Starting with a nice low back bridging. Pubic bone to belly button. And press into your feet as you roll just to the bottom ribs. Take a breath and come all the way down. So this is a very low bridge and it decompresses your lumbar spine. So curl, push through the feet, come up just to the base of the rib cage. It's actually quite nice. And breathe. Opening up those 5 vertebrae so you have some space. That's where we tend to be compressed. Exhale, come back down. 2 more, and no worries, we've got full bridges later. Curl and come up to the bottom of the ribs. Exhale as you come back down. And last one, pubic bone to belly button begins that articulation. Bottom of the ribs. Exhale, come all the way down. Legs all the way out as we're going to start some roll-ups and roll-downs. If you want to start, you can roll over to your side and pick yourself up to a seated position. And we're going to move from here. If you're just joining us, we're getting ready to do our roll down series. We're going to start with our feet just in front of us. Knees can be bent. Hands behind the thighs, and I want you to relax the shoulders. Take the pubic bone, curl, and let the spine curl back. The arms aren't pulling, they're just gently letting go. Exhale. Think of them as guiding you, not pulling you or pushing you. So glide your spine as you articulate down. Exhale. And then in a moment, we're going to let go of those arms unless you would like to stay here. And that is your option. Exhale. And lift. Exhale. Good. And I'm going to take my hands away now. So if you want to join me, take the arms out. You want to curl, and I would like for you to come down to the bottom of the rib cage slowly. Eye gaze will be on the knees. Exhale, roll all the way up. Let's do one more like that. Pubic bone to belly button, so that pelvis starts to curl as it leads the spine into articulation. And we're going to exhale, come all the way up. So that's a second way you can do your roll downs. And then we'll go into the full roll ups, roll down. Legs zipped up, feet are flexed, toes towards the ceiling. Take a breath. We're going down. You're going to zip up and breathe. Slowly control all the way down. Reach the arms up. Take a breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, peel up. Round the spine as if you're reaching over a giant beach ball, and let the fingers go towards the toes. Then slowly peel back. Now, while you're doing this work, check in and make sure those shoulders are not up by your ears. Breathe as your spine gets long. Lift the arms. Exhale, peel up around the spine over a giant beach ball, round over to your toes. Inhale, exhale, peel down, 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 down. You're going to give me 2 more of those roll-ups. Take a breath. Lift the head. Exhale all the way up. Reach, reach, reach. And last one. Just find that nice control, or find one of the modifications in the roll downs. And lift up and exhale all the way up. Now from here, grab your ball. We did some of these last week. Or you can roll up a mat, a little hand towel, and kind of place it between your shoulder blades. So I'm going to use a ball, and we're going to come down to between the shoulder blades, placing our feet to the mat, knees to the ceiling. I would like for you to clasp your fingers. This is a Pilates clasp, thumbs extended, and place those at the base of your skull. The thumbs support the neck. I would like for you looking at your knees, and take a moment without the hands moving. Push your head back into the hands. Remember, the hands aren't moving. And see if you can activate some of your lower abdominal muscles, your transverse abdominals. Take a breath and inhale as you extend over the ball, keeping those elbows in your peripheral vision. Exhale, curl up. Look at the knees. Inhale. Now it is your spine moving your body, not the neck or the arms. The arms are simply a placeholder, and the hands for your head. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, extend back. It's a lovely way to get some nice extension work early in our workout. One more time. Inhale back and exhale, curl up, looking at your knees. Extend your legs all the way out. Zip up your feet. This will be a nice, easy roll up. As your arms come out, exhale, peel all the way up, up, up. Stack it up nice and tall for our seated work. From here, I'm going to be at an angle tonight. You take your legs so you can see a little bit more. No wider than your mat. Your feet are flexed, and make sure your pinky toes are pulling into you and not pointing outward, but in. Take the arms out in front, bring them in front of you, drop your chin, and slowly peel away from that imaginary wall behind you as you go into spine stretch forward. Remember the shoulders, they're relaxed. Inhale, stack them up, and all the way. So I want those shoulders and arms to be nice and relaxed because we have some strength work later. Drop your chin, peel away from the imaginary wall as your spine is going over that beach ball again. Stack it all the way up. Reach the arms to the ceiling. Get tall on those sit bones that you found earlier. If you're joining us, welcome. We're in our seated series of the mat workout. Exhale, jump on in. Inhale, stack up the spine. One vertebrae at a time. Lift. Arms out. One last one. Arms forward. Drop the chin and peel as the arms reach forward and over an imaginary ball. Stack up your spine. Reach up nice and tall. Find a little bit more height. And arms out as we go into saw. So with saw, our feet are wide, our feet are flexed, our toes are in. We're going to rotate to one side. Pinky finger reaches to pinky toe. You look behind you as your palm looks at the ceiling. Take a breath, come up, go to the other side. I'll pick up tempo now that you hopefully understand the movement. Inhale, up. Exhale, rotate. Look behind you, palm is up. Inhale, up. Exhale, reach. Inhale, up. If you cannot reach the toe, that is not a problem. Just reach as far as you can, keeping your sit bones nice and anchored. Inhale, up. Exhale. I promise, over time and practice, you will get this mobility. And breathe. Last one. And come all the way up. We're going to sit up nice and tall. You're at your mat. I'm just shifting around so you can see more. And we have our series of 5 tonight. You know how much I love those, and I know how much you love them. So arms out in front. I'm not going to bypass them. Pubic bone to belly button. You're going to come all the way down, 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 and lay your spine down. So from here, bring your knees up into tabletop one at a time. We practice curling up. We did the 100. So our arms are going to come up. Exhale, curl, and find that stability. Eye gaze to the knee. We're going to start with one leg straight out in front. Take the hand into the inside knee, and the other hand goes to the outside by the shin. From here, switch. Switch. Exhale as you switch. Single leg stretch. Breathe. The stretch is in the leg extending across the hip. Breathe. 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 Oh, 2 more sets. Good. Last set. Breathe. And hold the knees in. Hands by the outer thighs. Do not let the upper body bobble. Here we go. Arms up, legs out. Reach. Circle the arms, shins. Inhale, out. Exhale, circle. Inhale, out. Exhale, circle. And circle. And out. And circle. 2 more. And circle. Last one, and hold. One leg straight up. If the knee needs to be bent for you, grab behind the thigh. If you can grab your calf, great. Extend the other leg. Single straight leg. Pulse for 2. Breathe, breathe, switch. Keep the upper body lifted. Keep breathing. It's 2 pulses. And 3 more sets. You can do it. Breathe. 2. Last set. Knees in. Rest all the way down. Take a moment. Turn your head side to side. We have 2 more of the abdominal series. And we're going to go there next. Thread your fingers Pilates style. Place your hands at the base of your skull. Elbows in. Curl up. Let the lower legs relax. Remember, the head is resting into your hands in order to activate the deep abdominals, those transverse. Slowly lower the legs down to the mat. Exhale, pull them up. So I call this double straight leg prep. Breathe. Because we tend to use the hip flexors a lot, and I want you to wake up those low abdominals. Exhale, pull the legs up. 2 more. Exhale, pull them up. 1 more. Pull them up. Now for the full exercise. Let the legs come out. Inhale, drop. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, drop. Exhale. Now the pelvis is stable. All of this work we're doing, the lumbopelvic is nice and quiet. 2 more. And breathe. That's our goal. One more, and hold. Parallel legs, bend to tabletop for crisscross. We're going to rotate and aim the armpit towards the opposite leg as the other leg goes out. Switch. We don't rock and roll, but we just spiral around onto one shoulder blade and then the other. And breathe, and breathe. One of my favorites. And breathe. And I hope it is yours too. If it is, please let me know. And breathe. And two more. And breathe. That is sets. Breathe. And breathe. Knees in. Come all the way down. Grab below your knees at the shin and give yourself a big tuck and hug. I hope you're warmed up like I am. Come back down. Drop your feet. And we're going to lay on our side. So with the arms for sideline, I'm going to give you two options. Your arms can be out with your head resting, or you can have your elbow up and head is your hands are supporting your head. So you've got this nice length. Remember, I need you lifted here and not hanging out. Bring your feet forward towards the front of the mat. You kind of look like a little banana in a shape. From here, lift the top leg, and I want you to flex and point at the ankle. I hope you guys are still out there working hard or watching hard, enjoying. Two more, point and flex. One more, hold the flex foot. Kick forward for two, point that leg back. Now the upper body does not move at all. The pelvis doesn't move. This is not about the legs. This is about your core strength. When the whole upper body and your pelvis is quiet and your leg is free, you've got a lot of core work going on. Two more. And breathe back. One more. Breathe and hold the leg back. Now you're kind of in a scissor leg. Flex the top foot. And I'd like some heel circles. Hopefully you feel it somewhere back here. Circle, circle. And if I haven't told you, smiling does help. So it helps relieve some of, the work that you're doing. Reverse. Or at least you feel good, right? Circle and circle and circle and circle and hold. Now hand down, stack your legs, come all the way down if you were up with me. Heels together, toes apart, kick. Flex at the ankle, lower down. Point and flex. So you get the full lift. I know my foot is losing the image at the top, but you will see as I come down, I'm flexing. I'm pointing as I come up. One more after this, keeping everything nice and quiet, and flex. Good. Now we have to do our bicycles tonight. So if you have your ball close by, bring your knees just in front of the hips. Take your ball or your small towel, and you're going to make sure the space between the knees is the same as the space between the ankles. If you'll take a moment and push your hip away, you'll feel the space. I want you to press and press. So we're getting into some of our abductors. Good. We need to work the lateral line. Yes, breathe and breathe and breathe. One more time. This is one of my favorites. Flex at the foot. Extend out as you're going to kick somebody and keep the flex and reach. You'll feel the hamstrings all the way to the foot. Reach and in. Now hold that leg straight out. Make sure your waist is still lifted and press and press. Oh, isn't that wonderful? It's lovely. Yes, and 3 and 2 and hold. Take that ball out. It's time for bicycle. Reach back. Open the hips. Don't crease at the hips when your knee bends back. Then draw it up once you've bent. Reach and bike. Big circles. Reach out. Reach back. Reach forward and reach back and hold as we reverse. Bring that leg forward without moving the torso. Bend the knee. Pull the foot back. Open. Extend as you're still opened. And circle around. bend, reach back, open, bring it forward, bend, reach back, open, and come all the way in. Now hand down, extend both legs out and take the top foot forward as much as you can comfortably. The bottom leg is straight, so you want to make sure it hasn't shifted forward, but it's straight out from your hips. Flex the foot. We need those adductors, those inner thighs, as we press and press and press upward. Imagine from way up high to your inside ankle, lifting, lifting, and hold. Point the foot, draw some circles for me. Circle, 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 reverse, circle, 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 and hold. Take that leg all the way out, and I want you to reach all the way over and stretch. Come over to the front of your body. Now from here, we've got to do a little bit more extension work. So I'd like your hands reaching behind you. If you need your small towel under the forehead, please do so for now, or even for the full extension. Shoulder blades back, reach the palms in. Legs together, apart if you have back issues, together if you don't. Lift the heart first. The eyes are not looking at the wall. They're looking at the front of your mat for proper extension. Reach your arms up and reach the thighs up. Come all the way down. Lift all the way up. Come all the way down. This time lift up and we're going to pump, pump the arms. Pump, pump. 4, 3, 2, hold. Come all the way down. Inhale, lift the entire body and pump, 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 pump. 4, 3, 2, hold. Come all the way down. One more set. Lift up and pump, 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 pump. 4, 3, 2, hold. Come all the way down. Come up onto your forearms. Your hands are nice and parallel. Hands down and lift the belly away from the mat. So you should not be hanging down into the mat. Single leg kick. I'll do slow the first set. Kick, kick, point, extend. Kick, kick, point, extend. Now where you flex or point is personal, so whatever you like. It's 2 kicks though, and 1 extend, and reach. Draw the shoulder blades down over the ribs. Keep the belly in, and keep the body quiet. Breathe. 2 more sets. 1 more. And breathe. Come down, lay on one facial cheek. Take your hands behind the low back for double leg kicks. Let the elbows rest and stretch the back. Both legs together, flex the feet, kick towards your glutes 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Extend the legs, extend the upper body, reach. Come down to the other facial cheek and 1, 2, 3, and reach. 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 Last one. 1, 2, 3, and reach. Come all the way down. Hands under your shoulders. Take yourself up for a very nice child's pose. Reach in the arms. Now, you don't have to come all the way down onto your feet. If you have knee issues or hips, you can be round and just get a nice stretch here. If you want to come down all the way, go ahead. Whew. Take your arms and reach them back behind you if you want. And breathe. Beautiful. So now we are going to go to the other side. You guys ready? So flip around. Make sure you've got your toys ready for bicycle, because I know you like those. Line yourself up. Part 1, head down. If you want to do the next version, hand under and support yourself, but make sure the ribs are lifted and there's no dumping of the torso. Bring the feet to the front corner, lift up nice and tall, and I'm going to get where you can see my feet. Here we go. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Hold the flex. Kick for 2, point, 1 back. Breathe. 2 kicks, exhale back. Inhale, 2, exhale back. The upper body is quiet. Exhale back. Inhale, 2, exhale back. 1 more, and hold it back. Can you flex that foot? The top leg is behind the bottom, and you're going to make some heel circles back here. Hopefully you feel it back in the glutes and the hamstrings. Yes, I hope. Keep this lifted. Reverse your circle. Circle, 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 circle. Smile, and come down. Heels together, toes apart. Lie all the way down if you were up with me, and we're going to kick, flex, come down. Point the foot. You'll see it coming up slow, reaching the top. Flex it. Even though you don't see it at the top, you'll see me coming down with the ankle change. Make sure that those ribs and the waist are very quiet and that you are not changing those positions as your leg moves. Don't kick as high if you find that you can't keep the stability of the torso. 2 more. It's okay. 1 more. And lift and come all the way down. Good. Now bring that top leg over as far as you can. Bottom leg is out. Feel the reach of the leg. Flex and lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift. Lift. Good. 2 more. You got it. Hold, point, circles. Yes. Well, the sun is going down nicely this evening. The weather is absolutely gorgeous. Reverse. Reverse your circles. Circle, circle. Work those adductors and inner thighs. Last 2. And hold. Now bring both knees up. 90. So you're sitting in this imaginary chair. Place the ball. Make sure the knee distance and the ankle distance are the same. Pull your waist away so you are nice and neutral. Press. Remember, we're looking for the lumbopelvic stability. That is what we're doing here in side lying. Press. Press. When we have that stability, your core is working. Breathe. And breathe. Little pulses. Why not? We didn't do them on the other side, but why not add them here? Both sides are working. And hold. Flex at the ankle. Reach out and bend in. Reach as you're pushing something away and bend in. Reach out, bend in. 2 more. Reach, finding those glutes and hamstrings working. Hold it out and press and press and press. And don't forget, there's no movement happening here. Press, press, and hold, ball out. Bicycle, come back. Bend that leg. Keep the hip open until you bend. Reach the knee up and out and go back. Make sure you incorporate that breath with your movement. And just be aware that you don't hold your breath at any part of movement. Hold it back, reverse. Inhale out, exhale, pull back, open. Reach out, bend the knee, reach back, open. 1 more time, bend that knee and come all the way out and extend and stretch. Good. Now take your hand down and we're going to push ourselves up. So tonight I'm going to just do a quick time check how we're doing. Really nice. We're going to do an open leg rocker. I'm going to start with a little modification piece and then add the full if you want it. So seated, I'm going to go to this direction, but you're going to sit on the back of your sit bones. I've got to make sure I've got mat to roll back on. Lift 1 leg at a time into tabletop. Relax the shoulders. Good. And breathe. And find the little tuck of the pelvis. Reach 1 leg up, let it float. Come back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Now this is just to help you find the stability of the pelvis again while the legs open and close. The modification is with the knees bent. Let your eyes find your knees, take a breath, roll back on an inhale, exhale, float, and balance. Good. Inhale back, exhale, float, and balance. The head doesn't bobble. Keep your eye gaze on your knees and you will be good, okay? Inhale back, exhale up. Inhale back. The head stays look up and your eyes are looking at your knees. Now, if you want to progress, the legs come out open and you go back and you come up and hold it and stick it. Here we go. And up. Inhale back. Exhale, lift one more time and back and come up. Close, bend the knees, take your arms out and drop your feet. Reach all the way over and give yourself a nice stretch. Beautiful. We're going to do a little rowing series tonight, which is wonderful for the shoulder blades. And this comes from the reformer work, so it's adapted for mat. We're going to take our knuckles together and have our knuckles just about 6 inches from our chest. I'm going to go back to my mat so you can see the sideway view. I want you to curl back just to the bottom of the ribs, or maybe just below that. Maybe you don't have to go down as far. Good. Rotate the arms, open them out wide, and I want you to dive forward and reach those arms up wide. Try to kiss those knees. Circle the arms all the way around towards your feet. Blow all your air out. Bring your knuckles back together and stack up your vertebrae one at a time. So there's a lot of arms and scapular work here. Roll down, rotate, open, rowing, reach back. Circle the arms up and around towards the feet. They are zipped together, right? Knuckles together, stack up all the way. Take a breath, curl back, rotate, open out, exhale, dive forward. Bring the arms all the way around. Good, and stack it all the way up. Lovely. So today we're doing, now that we've opened up the shoulder blades, we've worked on some core strength and some lumbopelvic stability to help us with core, we're going to do some side planking. I'm going to give you several options as you go along. If your hand and wrist and shoulder are healthy, then I want you to use those. If not, you can modify with the elbow bent. Ensure that your elbow is right under the shoulder though, okay? So just make sure you measure that. So when you come up, your body shifts, the shoulder goes over the elbows. I'm going to go through 3 segments, and we're going to start with the knees bent. We're going to start here and lift up. And notice when I lift, then my shoulder moves more towards my wrist. And I'm going to come back down. That I call level 1. We'll do it again. Gives you a time to adjust your shoulder and your wrist. Come down. If that feels good, come up and take the top leg straight out. Because everything we're going to do with the upper body can be done in any of those leg positions. Come back down. Level 3, the full exercise. Your leg comes out and you tuck the other leg behind it. Your arm is going to reach over as you do a side bend. Bring the arms down, drop the hips. Bring it back up. Give me a side bend. And breathe. One more time. Come all the way up. Now, if you're up in this position, rotate to a plank. If you're on your knees, I want you to come into this plank position and come into a plank. Good. Lift one leg up. Press the other heel back for 2. Come up, drop the leg. Lift the other, press for 2. Come up, drop, one more time. Press, press, drop, last one, press, press, come in and drop. Take a knee, come down and stretch. Yeah, there's another side. So flip around so you don't have to see my back side. We're going to do it, I'm going to do it facing you. So you're now on your left side. Find whatever you need in the arm position. Let's test all 3 levels. Take it up. If that means you have to make an adjustment with your hand or shoulder, do so. Come up. Level 2, leg out. come back down. And the full range, come up and come all the way up to full position. Reach your arm over, reach and side bend. Take a breath, drop the hips. Inhale, reach those hips up, reach over, and come up. One more time, reach up and over, and if you're on your feet, rotate to planking. If you're on your knees, come to your kneeling position and come up to planking. So last week, I kind of modified some more burpees. It's 21, it's day 21, so hopefully you've done your 21 today. But if not, we can add a few here and you can finish up when we're done. So this is a Pilates makeshift. Reach, bend, reach, bend. We'll do 2 more. Reach, bend, last one. All the way up, walk out into your plank. Come into a nice plank. Lift all the way up into a nice pike. Drop a knee, and come into a mermaid sit for us to cool down. If the mermaid sit, which is a Z sit, is uncomfortable, then I'd like for you to cross your legs. If that's uncomfortable in your knees, open your legs up. I just want you to get a nice stretch to finish up. Arms out. Take the arm, your left arm down, reach your right arm up and over. Breathe. I want you to rotate both hands in front, bend your elbows, and place your head down. If it feels good for you, extend the top leg and breathe into that stretch. Oh, I knew I promised you more bridging earlier, but I gave you side planks tonight. Oh, we ran out of time. Bend that top leg, push all the way up, but I know you can get those done, right? And give me a little counter stretch. Bring your head down and you're going to flip those legs around. And here we go. Other side. Take your right arm down. Reach the left arm up and over. Breathe. Take your hands, face them both away, and then bend your upper body, hinging from the hip. Let your face rest on your hands if you want, and extend that top leg out if it feels good to open the hip. Press yourself back up. Bend the knees in. Come in. Give me a nice little counter stretch, reaching over. I hope you feel a little bit better or your body more open than when you started this evening. I want to thank you so much for coming and joining me. And if you weren't able to join us live, you get to watch it and maybe try the workout again. Thank you again. Be well. Stay safe. Enjoy the spring, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.